Hi guys, Tiff from Scrap Sanity here. Well, today I have an empty tissue box and I have some scissors, and I just wanted to give myself a little challenge to see how many tags I can make from this tissue box and how long it's going to take me, because I don't know if you're anything like me, but I hate throwing out anything that has like pretty designs on it like this, and especially a tissue box which is like, you know, good quality cardstock. So without further ado, let's get stuck in and let's see. We're on 30 seconds. All right, go. How many tags I can make from this tissue box. Now, I swear to God, I haven't done this before. This was just an idea and I thought, yep, let's just get on and just have some fun and see. And what's the worst that can happen? So yeah, if you've made anything out of a tissue box, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear. And also, if you're like me at the supermarket, you actually pick a particular type of tissue box because it has a prettier pattern. Like, yeah, call me a freak, whatever, I know. And my pantry, or the cupboard next to my pantry, is actually full of, you know, the Coles and Woolies brown paper bags and all of the, you know, pizza boxes and whatnot that I can make things with. Yeah. So nothing goes to waste around here whatsoever. And I love it. Like, seriously, how pretty would that even be, like as a pocket? Or like as a page flip. There's just so many things you can do. All right, I'm going to keep those two big pieces. That is probably just going to be a tag that way because, well, I could put a piece of pattern paper, I suppose, over that and just have the nice edge. So we'll have a think about that. This one, well, this could be good for a shaker. Like, I could just put a clear piece of plastic at the back there with some sparkles in it, and that could be a little bit of a shaker. Okay, these little ones, I'm just going to straighten these up. Okay, make them all a rectangle. Okay, so that's two. Those there. We could use the backs, because we just want to use all of this just to see how many tags we can get out of it. Okay, all right, we want to straighten this one up. Is that going to be any good on that side? Yeah, maybe. Pull that little bit off there. What's this side like? Okay, we're going to get rid of this so we can see what we're doing. All right, straighten this up. Straighten that up. Oh look, it's still cardstock. We can just use the back and cover that side if you've got little bits on it. Okay, snip and snip. Okay, I've cut up all of the tissue box, so I've got two really nice big pieces here. I've got a piece here that could be, as I said, make a really nice shaker. Now I'm just going to repair that, because I don't like that that's got a little rip in it. So I'm just going to put some tape on it from the back side. Just line it up so that I don't have to cut it. All right, like that, and just two bits will do, I think. All right, and like so. All right, beautiful. All right, so I've got we've got those two big nice pieces, a shaker piece. What I'm going to do with this bit here, okay, so what's going to come in handy now are these little pieces that I got from Bunnings the other day. So if you didn't watch my previous video, my week in review, and you haven't got a lot of things to play with in your stash, just go to Bunnings and get a couple of paint swatches next time you're there, and this is what they can come in handy for. So I'm just going to take these two, okay, because it's quick and easy. I'm going to join them together. Find which one's the right side. Yep, okay, and I'm just going to join them together quickly with the tape. Okay, and then I'm going to just get rid of those bits with the scissors, because this is going to actually be a really nice journaling card, so we don't want sticky tape coming over the other side of it. Now what we're going to do is measure what we need. So we need it to go roughly there. So I'm just going to put a little snip there. And it's actually really thick. So another way to do it without your cutter is to just go like that. And I've got my bone folder here. Let's give that a little. All right, and then you can just get the scissors and follow the line so that you know you're not going to go wonky. All right, beautiful. Now we'll pop that over there. And what we want to do is just glue this down. All right, and we're just going to pop that down on there. Okay, that's going to make a really nice journaling card. Okay, so we've got the 2 long bits of journaling card, the shaker. All right, now we've got these 2 little ones. What I like to do to make sure that I'm getting tags the same on both sides, I just fold them in half like that. Well, this is actually too thick to be doing this. I'll just use one. If it was paper, you could do 2 at once. Okay, so I just fold them like that, and then I just clip them off so that they're exactly the same on both sides. Okay, you could do this as well. Just clip it on one side and then flip it over. But I have been known to not flip it over to the right side, and then it's not even. The other way, you're just guaranteed to get a nice even tag both times. Okay, so we've got 2 tags there. That can go over there. Now these little bits and pieces, once again, I'm going to cover those. Okay, just so that we get rid of these yucky bits. I mean, normally if I just had cardboard, I'd just be throwing these in the bin. Okay, but this whole point of this whole video is to show you how much you can make from one single tissue box. Okay, so yep, that fits perfectly. Very good. Where's the glue stick again? Okay, I just want to glue that on. Okay, beautiful. Tombow Mono Aqua Glue. It just came to me. Tombow Mono Aqua Glue. I don't know why. It's the pressure of a video. You can't think of something as easy as the name of a glue. Tombow Mono Aqua Glue. I have got that on order. I used to use it years ago when I was scrapbooking, and I haven't used it since. But yeah, so I won't have to use the glue stick. I can just use that for most things. But glue sticks, you know, they do come in handy for some things, so they're good to have. But yeah, I will be using the Tombow Mono Aqua Glue for most of my things coming up. Okay, on that side, all right. All right, and we're gonna glue this on. Please be the, oh, look at that. That's almost perfect. So I can fit all these others on this single piece of paper. That's gonna be awesome. So I hope you're all going well. I hope you're all having a really good start to the new year. I know I am. Nothing's really gone wrong yet, and I'm thinking, what's to come? Why is this new year being so kind to me? Or why am I having such a good time? No. Yeah, just enjoy it while it lasts, honestly, because yeah, usually when you think, oh, I've got no worries, life gets in the way, and then something else comes up and shows you that you know, why you need to be grateful of the times when you don't have any dramas, because yeah, it doesn't often last long. Doesn't often last long. So actually, I don't think I mind that little bit of printing there, because does it show the date? Yeah, it does. 6th of November 2025. So for the purposes of junk journaling, I mean, if you don't like that tiny little bit of stuff there, you can just cut that off, the glue. You know, it's quite cool to have that date on there, so I'm going to keep that. And once again, I'm just going to do the tags like I just showed you. Just fold it in half. And then again, you're getting the perfect tag. You don't have to worry about doing the other side and mucking around. And if you're in a hurry, that's even better. All right, so I'm just going to... yeah, when you're doing tags, always have a look at what end you like, yeah, as well, because you could be cutting off something really nice that you want to keep. Okay, so that goes with that. And then I'll just cut all of... Okay. All right, once again, while these are gluing, it's probably not ideal to do this, but what the hell, why not? There you go. It doesn't really matter that that's a bit longer. It's junk journaling, you know, it's as I said in the last video, it's not about getting it perfect, it's about getting it done. And I kind of like, I think that might be why I'm attracted to junk journaling in the first place, because life is never perfect. And, you know, there are no rules. And, you know, if you make a boo-boo, normally you can cover it up. And, like, the things that you notice or know, like, probably no one else, or highly likely that they're going to notice it. It's like when you think you're having a bad hair day, no one says anything. Or sorry, when you think you're having a good hair day, no one says anything. And then when you haven't even made an effort, everyone's going, oh, you look so lovely today. Like, no one notices the things that you do, honestly. So it's not about getting it perfect. It's about getting it done. Okay, so this is the last tag here. And then we're going to have a look at what we've created out of all of this. Okay, so there's our piles. So with these, they could be belly bands, they could be pockets. I mean, it'd be quite a big journal. You could even fold them in half and, you know, have 4 pockets here, but I'm keeping those in full pieces because they are so lovely. They could be page flips. They could be journal toppers as well if you know, wanted to put a title and, you know, a little letter or something. I mean, you know, there's so many things. It's only limited to your imagination. So this one, I'm actually going to put some clear, like, what have I got here? I'll just take these stamps out of the packaging and show you what I mean. For those of you that are not sure what shakers are, is this an easy one to get? Yeah, this is an easy one to get. Let's just take these clear stamps. So if you have any clear stamps, you can actually just keep the packaging, and it's very good for doing things like this. So just imagine that that's not on there, that this is just a clear piece of cellophane. And I'm actually, yeah, I may as well just make the whole thing while I'm on camera with you guys so that you can see exactly what I mean. Okay, so for a shaker, what we're going to do is we're just going to turn this over and we're going to stick this onto the back side of there. And I'm just going to use my sticky tape. I'm just going to cut this down to size, sorry. Just going to cut this little bit here. Okay, get rid of that. All right, so we're just going to stick this simply on here with my sticky tape. Nothing fancy. Okay, stick that down on all sides, but you're going to leave the top open because then you're going to be able to put in there whatever you want, whether it's sparkles, glitter, like it could be a photo, it could be just pattern paper, it could be anything. The date, depending on, you know, what you're using this for. So I'm just going to cut that down. And then once you've put whatever you want in there, then you close it up, okay? And you are actually going to need to put, in this instance, let me think. Yeah, because we don't want the stuff. So you can either put another one over the front of that once you've sealed that up. Let me think for a minute. So you can put your stuff in there. Right, so what we're going to need to do, this is what we're going to need to do. Okay, sorry, I'm just thinking on my feet here. As you can tell very clearly that this was not a planned video. Okay, so we're going to put a second sheet on the back, okay? Just let me pause the video because I don't have a second sheet. One moment. Okay, guys, I'm back. I've got my second piece of acetate here, or plastic, or whatever you want to call it. Okay, let's open it up. So yeah, anytime you get clear stamps, you know, whatever embellishments, keep these packets because they do come in very handy for exactly like this, shaker cards. And I just love them because you can put all your little trinkets, bits and pieces in there, you know, things from your childhood. Hi guys, I'm back. I hope you didn't miss me. I have no idea where I was up to because I looked across and my phone said that my SD card was full and it was no longer filming. So I'm just going straight on. I didn't watch it back or anything to see, you know, because this is real life. If you're thinking of starting up a YouTube channel, all these things are going to happen. Like your lights are going to fall over. You're going to forget the names of tools like I have done in this video. Your SD card's going to get full. Your battery's going to go flat. All these things are going to happen. The dog's going to bark in the background. The kids are going to want you, whatever. So I just think that, you know, well, I don't know. For me, I'm just sick of AI and all this stuff that's not real and all this fakery. You know, this is real life. So I hope that you are okay with the fact that I'm just going to leave it all in, because the reality is, if I spent, I'm not a videographer, as I've said before. If I had to spend hours, you know, deleting things just because I couldn't remember the name of something, or what have you, then that's all time taken away from the next idea that I could be giving you. Because at the end of the day, nobody really cares what you say. I mean, people could have me on mute for all I know, and and I wouldn't blame you either, mind you. But yeah, the people are just after inspiration or whatever, a bit of entertainment for that moment. It's not going to matter. And as I've said before, guys, it's about getting it done. It's not about getting it perfect. It's about getting it done. That's our mantra for this year. Okay, so from one tissue box, we've made two. I kept these pieces because I just thought they were beautiful. They can be journaling cards. They can be large tags. They can be belly bands. They can be the base for journal toppers. They can be so many things. Okay, then a really nice journaling card. I just put the paper across that one because it had all the yucky writing underneath. This one I've made a shaker card with the little window. So I think this is where the video cut off. So you just get two pieces of acetate at the back and make a pocket for whatever your sparkles are or whatever you want to put out, punch flowers in the back. If you want me to do a tutorial on this, please let me know if you're interested. But that can actually go onto the back of a journal. Oh, not the back, sorry. That's the back of this journal but let's just pretend this is the front. And then if you just want to glue down on the three sides, so here, here and here, you'll make a pocket. And then you can put other, not necessarily from this, but you can, just giving you an example, you can put other fun things in there. So it's a shaker plus a pocket. How cool is that? Okay, so we've got that idea. And then we've just got three little tags, and obviously you can pretty those up, put some nice, you know, nice pretty trim on the top there. I haven't got any at the moment. I'm not going to bore you doing that. I think we all know how to do that. So we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 things that we've made from one tissue box. And I hope I've inspired you not to throw out your rubbish and to pick the pretty boxes next time you're in the supermarket. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, all the goodness. I will comment back to you and I will subscribe back to your channel because, you know, why not share the love? All right, guys, until next time, happy creating and see you then. Bye for now.